Hey guys, and welcome to my Adventure Capitalist Moon Strategy Guide. In this guide, I will be telling you step by step what you need to buy, and in one order. You cannot get a better guide than this, as it is a 100% laid out path for you guys. I will be doing this guide live though, as it is easier for me to surely process live and talk about it as I go. But I will also be putting subtitles for all the levels that or all the steps that I take, as I already have a bunch of angels to start out with, and it will take you an extreme amount longer than it takes me to get through this, as this is a couple of months worth of angels, and this is a very, very time-consuming part of the game. It's nothing like the Earth. This takes 100 times longer to get through. The first thing I will say, starting out, don't buy angel upgrades ever, unless you have, quingentillions, which you will get there eventually. But the angel upgrades are not worth it, and you want to be buying the cash upgrades basically as soon as they pop up. There's no hurt in doing so. But starting out, you want to get 160 moon shoes as your first step, so you need to get the first boot to get your money. Then you can hire your managers. Obviously, you want to get your managers ASAP as well. You don't need to worry about the angel ones either in this process. But you want to get 160 moon shoes, so that'll be the first process. Next step is 120 payday clones. So we will get those. Next step is 90 oxygen bars. By the way, as you can tell, I am going through this very quickly to reduce the amount of downtime. So that is why I'll be talking about it very quickly. So next step is one of each. So once you get one of all, you'll see that your profits, or the speed of all investments, is doubled. So all your investments go twice as fast. Of course, like I said, you want to be buying all of the cash upgrades, as they triple your profits and sometimes even times them by 9. So they are 100% worth it whenever you can afford them. So next step is 64 cheese mines. So we will get that. Next step is 5 of everything. So here we go. I will also be listing a guide. This is a guide on another person's guide. This is for my viewers to know about this guide, because I bet that probably none of them know about it. I am actually kind of taking someone else's guide and twisting it into my way, because obviously, or I know that as a YouTube audience, you'd like to see it visually rather than just graphs, so that's why I am making a guide on someone else's guide. I am giving them 100% credit though, and their guide will be linked in the description below if you want to check out the exact cost, because they do lay out the exact cost it costs between each upgrade. I am just telling you the upgrades to go with. But moving on, we need 180 oxygen bars. After that is 128 cheese mines. After that is 25 all, so you want to get 25 of each. Also in that guide, they don't list when to get the all or when to get your upgrades. So that's why this guide will probably be a little bit better, but I will not take credits again, because I did not come up with the strategy. I am just improving it in my own way, and for you guys as my audience. And then the next step is 150 werewolf colonies. So we'll get 50 of those, and then 100. That will triple them. The next step is 360 oxygen bars. So there we go, 360. The next step is 100 all. So we will go 5 each, and then we will do the 10s. That is already 150, so I kind of messed up right there. So we want 50 or 100 of all, my bad. I'm sorry about that. Again, it's live, so it's a little unorthodox, and I do apologize, but I am making the guide for you guys nonetheless, as it is easier to do live. Alright, so with 100 of all, it pretty much just quadruples everything, or 6 times, because we passed by 50 and 75. Next step is 450 werewolf colonies. So let us fix this, as I did accidentally press that. So we want 450. And we are coming up to the point where I cannot afford, so once we get to that point, I will just list again in subtitles the rest of the way. But moving on, we need 720 oxygen bars. After that is 500 all. I will most likely not be able to afford this. Okay, and then we after this we can also move on, because this step, going from 720 oxygen bars to 500 all, is a very, very, very huge step. I have months worth of angels, and I cannot afford it, so obviously it is a very, very huge step. So keep that in mind. And again, I will be listing the steps past this right after I purchase the rest of these guys that I can afford. Remember, it is 500 all. This is to boost your productivity. So we go 428. And then we'll go by 10. Alright, so we're coming up on the lasers, which is the last part that I need. Again, 500 all. I'm skipping saying, you know, 250 or 150 all, 250 all, 350 all, because it costs less to go from the 720 to 500 all, so I might as well just say 500 all, as that is your next step. But obviously, you want to be going for 150, and then the next one after that, which would be 200, and then 250, eventually leading up to 500 all. But again, I am only saying 500 all, as that is the last step before moving on to the next product that you need to be buying. So, after you get 500 all, you want to buy 2,880 oxygen bars. And then after that, you want to be going for 800 all. Again, grab all of the all cash. Let's see, we can go down and show you. So, once you hit 500 all, and then you get 2,880 oxygen bars, you're going to want to hit 600 all, 700 all, and then end at 800 all. And then you want to move on to 2,160 amusement parks. After that is 2,600 helium farms. After that is 2,300 amusement parks. And then you want to get 900 all. And then it will be 3,500 werewolf colonies, 2,540 amusement parks, 3,800 werewolf colonies, 1,000 all, 3,000 helium farms, 4,100 werewolf colonies, 2,800 or 2,780 amusement parks, sorry, 1,101 all, and then finally 3,000 amusement parks, and that will be the end game, where nothing else really will boost your productivity, and that is pretty much as far as you can go. So, I am giving credit to the owner of the guide. I will link it down in the description below. However, this is a visual representation, as well as more of it's kind of, I don't want to say better, because again, I didn't come up with a strategy, but it is more fleshed out for the average user, telling you exactly when to go about buying everything, for that everything times 2, and when to get your upgrades, as that is not listed in their guide. But again, their guide will be listed down below, so you can know exactly how much it costs to go from one step to the other. Again, not counting all that you have to figure out yourself, which I did for you, and that's why I listed it in this guide. I just didn't list how much it costs between each step, as it already is detailed in that guide. And they also have the math if you want to double check. However, I already did, and it is correct. So, again, their guide for the 5th time will be in the description below. I don't want to, I want to give credit where credit is due, that's why I keep saying it. But that is going to be it for this guide. Remember, if you guys need help with anything and you want me to make a guide about it, leave in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this guide and you want to see more for Adventure Capitalist or any other game, leave a like on this video. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and